first signpost of the Cambrian Way, just following the River Taff up Cardiff. A lovely shady woodland path. River's just over to my left, just out of sight. This is Castel Coch, which is on the route, a bit of a climb and a bit more up through woodland and then out onto some tops. From the hill fort looking out right over to the mouth of the River Severn, leading out to sea to the right of the picture. A narrow boat on the Monmouth, Shirton Brecon Canal, just on the outskirts of Pontypool. It's an RAF War Memorial high above Pontypool, which is back down there. Just come up and over Orange, quite a straightforward hill, well paved. I think it's for tourist walkers, so I didn't stop there because there was a fair few people on the top. And then we're carrying on this well-made path down into Abergavenny. Through this tunnel down into Llanfoist. It's very dark. Just climbing up out of Abergavenny Beautiful sunny morning, cool, gentle breeze, sunshine. That hill is Blorenge that we went over yesterday and went down there, came down on that long sloping flank on the left hand side, middle of the picture, and then down into Abergavenny, which is over there. We are continuing up to Sugarloaf, which is up this road and then onto a track. Cuckoo somewhere over there. There's another fine view of Blorenge from yesterday's walk. Abergavenny down in the bottom. And there's Sugarloaf, which we're following this track. Flank on the right hand side, or on the other side. Heading over there into them there distant hills somewhere today. Just approaching a hill called Cambrian Way. Looking back, that's Sugarloaf again, I think. Not, yeah, Sugarloaf, is it? I'm not sure. I've lost my bearings now. Anyway, beautiful hills and lots of wild ponies. Heading off this way to a hill called Cambrian Way, not far away. I'm going to stop and have a drink there. Spot the pony, the little foal. Just heard a cuckoo right in these trees. It's gone quiet. It's just flown off into those trees over there. It's just a bit of a stone shelter and a stone cairn on top of Cambrian Way. Ponies in the distance there. Fantastic view. The Beacon's Way down to Lanthony, and then the ridge on the skyline over there is the route of Offers Dyke Path. Goes right along that ridge. We're heading up and over just see Lantony Priory to the centre of the picture. This is Gwyn Fawr Reservoir. Looks to be fairly low, but there's still water in it, and still water flowing off the hills over there. Heading along this track about half a mile to check out a bothy, and either stay in that or camp a little further up the valley. This is off route to the west of Capelly Finn, so I'm not on the route, but I wanted to come and check out the bothy. I'll stay in it if it's going to remain empty, but we'll see. There's the Gwyn Fawr little bothy, middle of the picture. Nearly there. The reservoir with amazing chiselled out rock face there. There's plenty of fish rising. There we are, bothy. Very small. Bits of cooking stuff, a few pans, roadside view. We'll have a quick look upstairs. A few sleeping pads. Little stove. Tuesday night's camp above the Gwyn Fawr bothy, maybe about a mile away uphill. A little bit less walking to do tomorrow. Loads of wild ponies about. Got the Gwyn Fawr little burn running down there, plenty of water. And that's the path is just there. And it continues just up there where that the sort of V on the skyline is, just not far away. It's only about 50 metres, 100 metres away. A bit of a frost on the ground, on the grass this morning. It's about 6 o'clock and you can't really tell, but the sun's just about coming up over the hill there. Just a very light grass frost. Heading off over there in the right dead centre of the picture. Just set off, started on that track that's on the horizon in the centre of the picture, coming down here to the left, and then straight up here. Breezy, sunny, fantastic views. Heading off. Brick Owl, today's destination. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a sea of cotton grass setting up and over that hill there, and then around the flank of that one over there. I'll just give you a close up of this grass. I was wrong about not climbing that hill. Yeah, that's where we're heading, up and along the ridge, and then continuing along that ridge over there. Hopefully it's not as steep as it looks. Which way now? On a steep climb up out of Crickle, which is over there. And over there, if you can make it right in the middle of the shot, is a little Table Mountain where we came down yesterday, and all the hills up beyond. And then over there in the middle of the picture is Sugarloaf that we crossed a couple of days ago. Obviously we did a massive detour right around those hills above Anthony and then back round and down. Crickle's only about 6 miles by road from Abergavenny, but we probably walked about, I don't know, 24. We'll carry on up here. It was worth the climb, so now on this path, following the base of all these cliffs. Just heard a peregrine falcon and seen one of the birds fly off. The other one's still calling, so they've obviously got a nest in these crags somewhere. So we'll carry on around there and then drop back down to the road at the end of all of this somewhere. First orchids I've seen this year. The Welsh Trig Point. This stone picnic table with a view of start of the Brecon Beacons. Over in the distance, middle of the picture, on the skyline, where we're heading tomorrow. Another stone sort of picnic table. Don't imagine many people get here. It's just on the road to an old quarry, which is, looks like it's still in use, but there's old buildings over there. This big stone that's been erected, looks like it's had it's carved into presumably there. This is Black Mountains over there, presumably like a campsite for tonight. Doligare Outdoors near Pontysill Reservoir. And just over there, just in that gap in the trees, there's a steam train, Torpental steam train that keeps on going by. There's a zip line in there, there's archery over there, near where those green sheets are. And that's me by the stream. It's Pentwyn Reservoir and Pontysill Reservoir, just down from Doligare campsite. And over there, another picture is Penny Van tomorrow. Heading up a different route, come from the campsite following the Taft Trail, and that's what we've got ahead of us. Middle of the picture is Cribbin, and then Penny Van, and then that little flat one is I think that's Corndew, and I forget the name of this ridge, but you can go up that path and onto that ridge. Brings you to eventually to Penny Van. Looking back towards the Pontysill Reservoir I came from. That's Fanny Big. Came from go up on Cribbin. That's the valley below. Here we are again. Oh, fantastic views from Penny Van. Beautiful weather, very cold wind, but beautiful. Let's go. Down from Corndew and Penny Van, now following the Taft Trail to the youth hostel. Getting a cup of tea from Story Arms Burgers.